Hello and welcome to this free 5-day series, Your Body Knows the Truth, a free guide in helping you to release stuck emotions and pain from the body. My name is Lauren Bentley and I will be your guide for the next 5 days. I'm also the guide of this channel, Conscious Community, and I'm so grateful to have you here. I am a certified mindfulness and yoga teacher, and I am here to help you to find home within the body, creating safe and sacred space and really honing in on that beautiful thought that everything that you need comes from within. Because it surely does. But it all starts with that gentle journey into the body, learning how to inhabit the body. And I know that for many of us, the body can feel like a foreign place. It can also feel like a battlefield versus a safe haven. And we are going to learn how to begin to slowly move into the body, to settle into sensations, to settle into different pains and aches within the body, to uncover the meaning behind them and create a sense of agency within the body, really knowing who we are. So the whole idea behind this series is that maybe you have consciously pushed away heavy emotions, painful events. However, just because you may have consciously pushed it away does not mean that it's out of the subconscious mind. It definitely doesn't mean that it's out of the body. Your body knows the truth. Your body holds on to these emotions, which are actually energy and motion. But until we can learn how to allow them to be the energy and motion, they continue to be stuck emotions, stagnant energy, creating pain, creating discomfort, creating dis-ease within the body. So these next 5 days is going to be a beautiful journey into the body. So I'm so grateful to have you here. Please make sure that you click into the show notes below so that you can get the free workbook that also comes with this series. The workbook is just designed to help you to continue the work long after this series is over. And of course, these videos will always be live for you as well. Just sometimes it's nice to have that tangible thing to support. Also in the show notes below is how you can contact me via email for extra support from me personally, as well as how you can work with me on a deeper level in a one-on-one setting called Yoga Mentoring Healing. I look forward to connecting with you all. Thank you so much for being here. Please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Hey, and welcome friends to day number 2 of the free 5-day series, Your Body Knows the Truth, a free guide in helping you to release stuck emotions and pain from the body. In day 1, we enjoyed learning about the stuck emotions and how to release them from the eyebrows, the jaw, and the neck. Today, for day number 2, we're going to be focusing on the back. We're going to be focusing on the trapezius, the paraspinals, the sacrum, and the deltoids. So let's begin with the trapezius muscle. Your trapezius muscle is actually your largest muscle in your back, and it goes all the way down towards the base of the spine, but then also travels all the way up towards the shoulders and even up through the neck. And it can hold a lot of tension. And like we spoke about in day 1, how the neck holds a lot of tension because holding the weight of the world, that's the same idea with the trapezius muscle as well. So let's go ahead and get ourselves in a comfortable position sitting on our mat. Again, there's no props that are needed today. However, we do need to be down on the floor today. So if you need to go grab your yoga mat or whatever, please feel free to just pause this video and return to it when you feel ready. So once you find yourself in your comfortable seated position, and feel free to sit up on a blanket, a pillow, or even a yoga block to help elevate your pelvis and take some pressure off of your hips. We're just going to begin to slowly drop your right ear towards the right shoulder and walk your left fingertips out to the side. So you're going to feel this really lovely stretch, maybe from the tips of your fingers up through that left arm and into the left side of the neck. And then even going into the back of the neck, really into that upper trapezius muscle. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, you can take your right hand up and over and let your right hand gently rest on the left ear, allowing the head to melt even closer down towards that right shoulder. And try to keep the chin tilted a little bit up towards the ceiling and breathing here. And to release the tension in your back, I just really invite you to begin to speak to the upper trapezius muscle. Speak to the place where you hold all of that tension. Literally giving it permission to let go. Give it permission to release. Give it permission to stop carrying the weight of the world. Breathing deeply into the space. Nice and slow, begin to release your right hand. You can take that right hand back to your lap, left hand back to your lap as well. Let your chin come to the chest. Just take a moment here. Shoulders stay rolled back. Maybe your eyes are closed or you're just gazing down towards your belly button. And then very slow, let that left ear travel over the left shoulder. Walk your right fingertips out this time. And then if you placed your hand on your ear on the other side, do it on this side, please. Gently bringing a little extra weight into the head, finding a bit of a deeper stretch, only if it feels good. And as you begin to breathe into the upper trapezius muscle, I invite you to silently or out loud affirm, I release the past. I release the past. And again, just giving your back permission to let go, to completely release. And then releasing the left hand if it's there, taking it back to your lap. Right hand to your lap as well. And then gently allowing the chin to come to the chest. Shoulders stay back as you just take your gaze down towards the belly button. Taking a few breaths here. Enjoying the release in the upper back. And allowing yourself to feel into any sensations, emotions, beliefs that may have been tied to that feeling, to that tension. And then begin to lift your head back up through to center and take it all the way up towards the ceiling. Feeling the front of the throat open and expand. And then back through to center. Let's move to all fours in a tabletop position, where we're going to stack the shoulders directly over the wrists. So really spread your fingers wide. Bring your hips above the knees. And you can either curl your toes under or you can leave your feet flat to the mat. It's completely up to you. But we're going to really focus on alignment here for a moment. So spread those fingers and claw into your fingerprints. and feel yourself really energetically lift out of those wrists. So kind of dome through the shoulder blades. Feel them spread apart from one another. So you can notice how this really takes a lot of pressure off the wrist, and you can even try it out by just allowing your chest to kind of collapse towards the floor and the shoulder blades to go towards one another. Feel all that tension and the stress in your wrist there, and then again, feel that energetic lift out of the wrists. And this time I do want you to pull your low belly in and up just a little bit, and you have this beautiful long spine from the crown of your head all the way to the base. Perfect, beautiful alignment. And we're going to be talking about the paraspinals now. This is a set of muscles and ligaments that runs parallel with the spine, from the base all the way up through the neck. And this support group, it's a beautiful support group, and when we are in doubt of our path, these muscles will be very tense. So what I mean by being in doubt of your path is questioning if what you're doing is right, questioning if where you're at is okay, questioning what next step you should be taking. So when you are questioning the support that's within you, the support muscles of your back body are going to feel weakened, they're going to feel tense. And so we can begin to really help to move this energy with cat and cow movements. So keeping this energetic lift in the body, I want you to begin to lower the belly, roll your shoulders back, and lift the chin. Let's take a few breaths here in this cow pose. And on your next exhale, bring your chin to your chest, really round the spine, pressing even more out of the hands and the tops of the feet. Gaze towards the belly button. Head's heavy. Breathe here in cat pose. Inhale, drop your belly. And exhale, round the spine. And I want you to begin to silently or out loud affirm as you're really letting this energy move, any energy of doubt, of fear, move through the body. Say, I am strong. I am strong. I trust the process. I trust the process. On your next inhale, come back through to center, find that long spine, and then let your hips go towards the right. Look over your right shoulder, so you're kind of making this little C shape. Breathe here, keep your low belly pulled in and up just a bit to protect the low back. Back through to center. Hips go to the left, look over the left shoulder. Try to keep the weight even between both hands and both knees. Back through to center. Beautiful. Now maybe we can draw some cat and cow circles. So we're going to inhale, drop the belly, rolling towards the left, center, exhale right, and back towards the heels. Inhale, left, center, exhale, round it back to the right, and back towards the heels. Drop your belly to the left, last time, round it through the right. Let's switch the direction, really just getting the energy moving, trusting the process. Drop the belly to the right and center, round it through the left and back. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, drop it to the right and center. Exhale it left and back. Final one, inhale, right and center. Exhale, left and back. Beautiful work. Let's get off those wrists for a moment as we move the awareness to the sacrum. we're going to come into a child's pose. So I want you to find the child's pose that is best suited for you. So there's a couple options. You can either take the big toes together and let your knees part, maybe as wide as your mat, maybe not as wide. Hips go back towards the heels, and you walk your arms out long, melting heart and forehead down to the mat. You always have the option to place a pillow in between your legs to bring the ground up closer to you. Or you can also just have your legs be zipped up tight, but the heels, arms behind you. Let your shoulders round forward and forehead come down to the mat. Just find whichever one feels best to you in this moment. And bring your awareness to the sacrum, which is just above your tailbone. Your sacrum is known as a very sacred bone, but it also holds our fear. And child's pose is such a beautiful spot to come into when we're feeling fear. We are wrapping ourselves up in this little cocoon. We're inviting our heart to be close to the earth, feeling the support of our great mother. We're just bringing ourselves into this space of warmth and of safety. This is such a beautiful pose for fear. So I just invite you to bring your awareness to your breath. Maybe any sensations that you have in the sacrum that's right above the tailbone. Notice if there's any tension there, any sensations happening here. And beginning to really speak to the sacrum. I am always provided for. I am always provided for. I am supported. I am supported. I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. I am exactly where I am supposed to be. Beautiful. And you can stay here for a few moments as I explain our final pose for today and our final area of tension within the body, and that's in the deltoids. The deltoids is the whole shoulder, front, sides, and back of the shoulder. And our deltoids carry extra baggage, like that whole idea of carrying the weight of the world. Like it was in our neck and trapezius, also in the deltoids. The deltoids also carry guilt, sadness, shame, and resentment. So begin now to take your arms out in front if they weren't already there. We're going to come into a downward facing dog. We will not be here very long. Claw your fingers into the mat. Begin to look up towards your hands. Come forward back into that tabletop. Curl your toes under and then take your hips up and back for your downward facing dog. Perhaps this is your very first downward facing dog. That means this is your very first inversion. That's awesome. So just meet yourself where you're at, okay? So maybe your knees need to be nice and bent. That's okay. The whole idea of this pose is to have a beautiful, nice, long spine. So if your legs are preventing you from having that long spine, bend your knees as much as you need. It has nothing to do with if your heels can touch the mat or not. You also can just pedal your feet back and forth a couple times, bringing more space into the body. And feel your shoulders have an outward rotation. as if you were opening up a jar. Feel that same rotation in your arms, in your shoulders. And then really press into the knuckles of the hands. Press into the webbing between the thumb and the pointer. Breathe here. Speak to your deltoids. I am strong. I am strong. I allow negativity to roll off of me. I allow negativity to roll off of me. Very slow, begin to bring your knees back down to the mat. And find yourself in a comfortable sitting position or laying down, up to you. We'll take a few moments here to connect with that entire back, from the deltoids all the way down to the sacrum, following the pathway of the paraspinals that run parallel with the spine. And just notice the difference within the back now. Noticing if any sensations, emotions, beliefs came up for you. Just noticing the relief that is here for you now. I invite you to stay here for as long as you desire. Namaste and many blessings. I will see you tomorrow for day 3.